which let me just make a couple announcements, and then we'll get right into it. So for those that are local, we got a local meeting here in Lake Mary, Florida, coming up on the 9th. Okay, so it's for anybody that's local, it's in a doctor's office here. The manager of the practice, Michael, is hosting it, and there'll be a number of local people. So there's a local meeting here. But write this one down. This is for everybody. This is national. We will be doing a collagen launch Zoom again, like we did last month, on August 10th at same 8:30 Eastern that we've been doing. So a week from Wednesday. So to be next Wednesday night at 8:30. I'm sorry. Okay, and then the LVA this month for all the cities and the virtual is on August 20th. April and I will be the presenters in Kansas City. So if you folks happen to know anybody in that vicinity or that area, by all means send them. And we're considering staying 2 nights because we're looking at having personal guests there ourselves. So if you know anyone within driving distance of Kansas City, reach out to us while we got some time, and like I said, we're planning on probably staying over an extra night just to accommodate whoever may be coming in. And the 2 things, the 3 things we're most excited about, Kenneth requalified for Pro5, and I got to tell you, the momentum that he's picked up over the last 6 months is really good. Okay. I mean, it's just really good. And Jaya, for the first time, Dr. Castori has hit Pro4. Okay. And she did it while she was on vacation in Ireland. So I was going back and forth with her through text and WhatsApp while she's in Ireland. Hey, you're close, man. You're only 600 points away. You're close. The back and forth, but she did it, and then of course, the guest speakers tonight, the Demmas, it's interesting. We've known, Keith and Dana and their family for a number of years now, going back to the old company. And it's really interesting. Life happens to all of us. There's just nothing you can do about it. Life is life, and when the pandemic happened, we had all been together we were in Mexico somewhere. Where we? Cancun, I think it was Cancun. Yeah. We had our big beach party, luau, because we had hit Pro8, and it was a fun time. And then we all go home and we all get shut down. Okay? It's just like, and here it is 2.5 years later, but when you're a mom, Keith's got a corporate job. He travels a lot, travels all over the world. Okay. And when you're a mom with 3 kids in school and they got that nice, maybe 3-4 years in between, you can't imagine. Well, if you had them, you can. Okay. But when they suddenly decide they're not going to school, and it's all the errands and taking care of the house, and all of a sudden everything with school, and whether it's online, not online. So is it fair to say, Dana, that for the last couple years, you were kind of in a holding pattern with the business, and if you could do something, you did. If you could join, you did. But, well, here, folks, and the reason I say that is this is the only industry in the world you can't bankrupt or go out of business. You just can't. Okay. Whenever you decide to start building your business, it's there waiting for you. Okay. It didn't go nowhere. It's there. And when this collagen came out, I know April and I were texting Dana from the meeting, the Activate meeting when we were out in Utah. And I know she couldn't wait to get it. And Keith looks like his face looks like a baby's butt now. And, it's like everybody was excited to get it, and something clicked. Okay. And I haven't spoken with Keith, but I'm sure with both of them, but in particular with Dana, something clicked. It was like my ship has come in. And with that, I'm assuming you're going to be requalified at Pro5 by the time August is done with the momentum you guys got, and we'll be talking about 6, after that. 5 will just be a short pit stop, and we'll be talking about 6, but I'm going to just turn it over to you guys. Go wherever you want with it, but 18 enrollments, okay? 18 enrollments, okay? 3 of them were packages, collagen packages. One of them already signed up people after being in the business a couple hours. Okay. And she may even be on here yet. We haven't met them or talked to them yet or whatever. For all I know, her guests are on here now and we just haven't met them yet. But so Dana, I'm just gonna, what happened? What changed? What are you doing to attract people to the collagen and to you and Keith? And just tell us what went on this month and how you did it.
Yeah. Well, so obviously when y'all were in Utah for the launch of it, seeing all the results, the before and afters of something that I didn't know what it was yet was super exciting, because I'm like, there's something going on here, and that got me excited. And then when I found out it was collagen, I knew that was something everybody wants, because I see it everywhere. And so I just immediately started sharing those before and afters. I hadn't even placed my order yet because I wasn't allowed yet. I am good. I'm on Facebook a lot. And so I am posting daily anyway. So I do have a lot of friends on there. I don't know if they all watch me or not, but I also have been using the stories, thankfully for April, getting me trained and all of us trained on how to do the stories. And so I've throughout this whole time been doing it anyway, but just kind of inserting the stories in there, and people would reach out to me saying, I want this. And so I was like blown away that people were asking for this so quickly. And so then when we got our product, we started taking our before pictures and anxiously awaiting for that second picture, 10, 15 days so that we could get our own on there. So during this time while we're waiting, I'm going through my warm market and I am messaging everybody, doing the how are you doing kind of thing, but I'm keeping it short and sweet. And I'm like, I have a really random question for you. Do you use a collagen product? And half of them said yes, half of them said no. The person that said yes, I went through what you guys trained on a couple of weeks ago, as far as how long you've been on it, what are the results you're seeing, and eventually get into the brand. If it's a brand that I'm aware of, then I can ask them if they're open to looking at something different. And most of them are. They're like, sure, I wouldn't mind, especially if they haven't gotten the results they wanted. And then if they are with a company that I do know, and it's a little harder, but some of them are open to watching the video. So, and I'll keep dripping on those people as we get better results, because I do feel like ours is working faster and better than everybody's, in my opinion.
So let me ask you a question, Dana. So you just go right direct with the question. Have you ever used a collagen?
For my warm market.
For your warm market, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want everyone to understand, with your warm market, you're not pussyfooting around. You're saying that, and they've been watching your stories and your Facebook, so they've seen the before and afters.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So those are, I'm just pretty blunt with them because I have that rapport already. Obviously I am getting to make sure they're okay and everything, but then I have a lot of people that I also, like on my birthday, I had a ton of people reach out, happy birthday. And I'm like, I don't even know you, or if I do, how did I become friends? So now those people, it's taken a little longer because obviously I need to build that rapport with them and get to know them and figure out who they are. And then ask them the question. If they say that they don't have a collagen, then most of them have been like, I've seen it, I'm curious, I just haven't ever done it, or I see it at Costco and I'm not really sure. And I just ask them if they're open to watching that 6-minute video. And then the most important part is the follow-up. And I mean, I have my notebook and I'm going through there, and I just go through and ask them if they have, how was the video, what they found most interesting, if I could share any more information with them, educating them more on it.
How much are you showing them, or are you assuming because of stories in Facebook that they've
Well-
already seen a bunch of before and afters?
Well, I think now that Keith and I have our before and afters, that's what I share because they
Good.
know it.
Your personal one, okay.
Yep. Obviously, they're seeing it on stories and seeing it in the group and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been saying Keith and I are having amazing results. This is 15 days, this is 30 days. And that's where like, wow. And they'll say, yeah, I've seen it. I'm, tell me more. So there's a lot of people though, that also have reached out and said, I'm a collagen nut and, I want to know more about this. And so, that's been nice because there are a lot of people, because I'm sharing it on Facebook, that are reaching out to me.
And here he showed
there's
up. He got in.
Hey, Max, it's Bobby. How are you, buddy?
Hi, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Bobby, dude.
So how are you, Bobby?
Hi.
Love Matt. Everyone loves Matt.
Okay.
Ooh, how?
Okay, but
Hi.
you're gonna have to go downstairs. Okay?
So mommy can finish, okay?
Thank you.
Say bye-bye. All right, thank you.
Dad, look.
Let's go.
And that's my life.
And it's a good life. He is very special.
Yeah.
So walk me through, somebody gets back from a post, you ask them about, have they used the collagen? What are your next steps with them? What are you sending them? What kind of link are you sending them? Are you using a coupon, with the, like a friends and family link? Or walk me, say I'm that person and I saw Keith's picture and I reached out and said, I always thought collagen was just for women. I didn't realize that men used it too, and where would you go with me?
I would ask, have you ever used collagen? And obviously no, at this point, it sounds like. I would ask them to watch the video that was done by LifeVantage with the dermatologist, which is short, but very informative. A lot of the people that when I ask what interests you about it, they're amazed at the, making your own collagen, that kind of thing. And then I share that that's really what makes us different is the activating. There's nothing else out there. I have absolutely, when they ask for the price, some of them are like, okay. And then if they're kind of like, wow, that's expensive, then I offer them the $10 referral coupon. And then I explain to them that they have that coupon that they can use and refer. So when they get their, first customer, or when they can refer, so they can get next month's free. So, or $10 off. Yeah, sorry. Max got me off track. See?
He does that.
April, what do you got for Dana?
No, she's doing it the way she is. She's got wait a minute. Yeah, she's got a relationship started with the person. And then she's just sharing because she cares about the person and letting them know it's about collagen, giving them enough information. The follow-up is huge.
Yeah.
Collagen to me has been an impulse buy. I can tell you, I had an unexpected one, somebody that kind of blew me away, who I never thought would be anything into any kind of collagen makeup, nutritional products, just say, I just hit menopause and I don't like the way my face looks. I want your collagen. I mean, didn't ask a whole lot of questions because she saw the stories. So it's going to be a kind of an impulse buy. And I know you ladies can understand it. Maybe it's a little hard for the guys, but because you're looking in the mirror every day, maybe you put lipstick on or whatever, all of a sudden, you have a rough day. It's a bad day. Maybe the night before was late or whatever, you got up early and you just like, I'm aging, I got to do something about it. And so you're going to want the collagen. It's just an impulse buy. So it's an easy sell, but you got to keep the stories with the, with the pictures, just keep rotating them around, do a start, story, whatever, hey, I keep posting this, or have you seen enough of this yet? Or just keep, getting to see it in between your individual life. Don't just become an infomercial. Gotta take a picture. I don't care if it's of the sunset tonight or what you had for dinner, or people want to see that stuff. For some reason, they love that stuff more than anything else. So put some of your life out there, but then, keep putting and rotating in those collagen pictures, and also a call to action. Have you seen enough yet? Do you want to know more? Whatever it is. So,
there's for any of you that, that are not posting yet, it's almost like shame on you, because there's hundreds of them now. Like, you would never run out. you know, and for those of you that may not know the etiquette of social media, nobody owns any post. Everybody steals everybody's post. It's the norm on social media. There's nothing original unless you're taking a picture of your original kitchen or something, you know, but nothing's original. Everybody borrows from everybody. And already after just a month of collagen being out there, there's hundreds and hundreds of before and after testimonies. And we've been loading them up in our group text, you know, and I don't mean the text you get on this. We started a thread on instant message that'll hold 250 people. And we're putting all the testimonies in there, and you're welcome to do that and help yourself. You know, it's not a chat thread. It's a thread that just has before and after pictures in it, and you just help yourself to whatever you want. And if you have good before and after, whether they're a customer or yours or you personally, you put it in the group. So you take from the group, and when you get a good one, you put it in the group, and like no talking required. And we're just switching and sharing before and after pictures. That's all we're doing. So
You also get some messages. I've started to put some messages in there. Once you get people on it, they're gonna get back to you as you're doing your follow-up. After they start, you still gotta do your follow-up. So, you know, make sure they get their product, make sure they're using it, any questions they have. But a lot of times after 7 days, 12 days, people are like, wow, I can feel something. This is working. And so take a screenshot and put that in your story and let them see. It doesn't always have to be a picture. It could be a copy of a text message, somebody excited about, you know, the results they're getting already because it's only been a few days, because that just gets people even more excited.
Yes, the results.
The results are
Absolutely.
huge. I've sat and listened to Dana, right, doing her thing. Every time I'm coming down to get lunch or, you know, grabbing stuff and go back up to my cave here, all I hear is, well, you should see, you know, what it's done for me. You should see what it's done for Keith. Can I send you a picture? And she doesn't really have to get into the science, except for, you know, there's a few people who we all know, right? They ask about the very specifics. Typically, that's just because of them finding their other objections. But she's done a great job at sharing the results. And then the other thing that I'm always amazed by is she'll say, hey, by the way, do you remember such and such from 5 years ago that you worked with? Yeah. Remember? Well, they just reached out to me because you'd shared, you know, this new business 5 years ago when we started. Yeah. We had dripped on people, and now all of a sudden they're seeing this, you know,
Now
quick
they're
results,
ready
and they're
for-
like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I want something that's going to make my, you know, face like. By the way, April, dudes love it too. I love it. Like, I'm blown away at the results that I'm getting. It makes me feel good, and I don't mind now. You know, when I look in the mirror in the morning, I'm like, oh, I have to force my face to get wrinkles. I was telling Dana that. Like, I'm like, where's, like, I gotta make my face look crazy to get the wrinkles. And so, look, guys,
Keith, I'm an early person. I'm headed downstairs at about 6 a.m. My eyes are still closed. The first thing I do is open the fridge and do a shot of it. It's even before coffee, actually, anything, I do the shot. I mean, it's like.
Yep, I have them lined up on my desk here.
Yep.
And that's what I do every morning. 6 a.m, I'm popping a shot. It's the first thing I do. And I was, you know, I was never skeptical because I know our business, but I did not anticipate the results that we've gotten. I mean, I'm just blown away. So
Well, here's for folks, and I see there's a number of new people on here. You know, the end of October will be 5 years that we're here with the company. So everybody's been on for some amount under 5 years, you know, and there's some people here on tonight that are new. But this is the first time that LifeVantage has had a product where before and after pictures are appropriate. Okay, we've always had the greatest internal working, you know, oxidative stress product with Pro5 Danna, the greatest product in the world, but there were no visuals, you know. I mean, sometimes people had a disease or something and you could see, you know, some benefits, but we're talking, I got a call from a post, or, you know, a message from a post last week. Somebody April and I've known for, I don't know, probably 10 years now. They spent a little time in the business with us in our first company, and said, I'm in awe of the before and after pictures you guys have been posting this month. And I tell me a little more about it, but I've been using collagen forever. And right now I just opened my last container or whatever of Vital, whatever, the one that Jennifer Aniston's on TV with. And she said, I'm going to order it as soon as I run out. And we kept talking and I shot her over a few more before and afters. And 10 minutes later, she just ordered it. She didn't wait, she just ordered it. It was, the before and afters are mind blowing, but I got into a conversation with her and I was talking to her and we reminisced a little and we caught up a little. And a few minutes later, there's the order, and so April, what do you got? Want to open up questions?
I did, yeah, I did have a thought, but open it up for questions, and then
Well,
I'll.
go with your thought.
What?
Go
I
with your
forgot what my
thought.
thought was. I got distracted by my other computers. Sorry.
So Dana, just a short rundown. So you're posting, when they're commenting or watching, you're reaching back out.
Mhm.
And you're being thorough with follow-up. You're doing the best you can with communicating back and forth and creating rapport or reestablishing rapport.
Yeah, and I got like the first couple of weeks in July, I was reaching out, and I literally got such a long list of people that I had to stop reaching out because I think I was going to get overwhelmed. And then I had to just work on them. And so now I'm restarting that list again, obviously having all those people to reach out to that haven't done anything yet, but totally building a funnel. I mean, it's huge. It's awesome.
All
But I
right,
just
folks.
keep
So,
doing
if you have a question for Dana or Keith, unmute yourself and go ahead and ask.
Dana, are you commenting to the people that are viewing it or liking it, just liking it, or commenting, or all of it?
No, yeah, on the stories, I have reached out and I'm not doing where, thanks for looking at my stories, because I have people do that to me and that I'm weird about that. I don't know. So I just basically use it as an opportunity. They've seen it. Hi, how are you doing? What's been going on? Starting that relationship building up thing. So.
Okay, so right when you're saying that, if somebody likes your post, it's not a matter of saying, thank you for liking my post. It's, like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. So great to see your name pop up here. It's a conversation. Again, it's like if you met them in the grocery store. It's not like, hi, I'm glad you're in the grocery store. That's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that you see that their name is there and you want to start a conversation with them again. So, based on however you know them or whatever. So it's not a matter of thanks for liking my post. I know we kind of say that, but that's not really that's not the verbiage for it.
Mm-hmm.
What about, you went over the $10 coupon. What about upselling to the Britannium package with the collagen and Britannium?
Yeah, so for a while there, I was focused on just the customers, and you had even said, you got to focus on what you want. So I was like, I got to change that. I need distributors and brand partners. And so then I basically, I don't even know how it came about. I did a post on the business or the stories, and I did get a lot of people liking that. And so those are people that I actually created those conversations with. And one of them that I signed up yesterday is from that. The other that signed up, she was a customer already that took it for a couple of weeks, 10 days, and was like, wow. She wasn't seeing the results, but she was feeling it like in her legs, her hands, and just feeling something. And she goes, I got to get on this. And so she upgraded to distributorship, but she did use the 10% coupon to do that.
Hey, have you guys seen the before and after of like 10 or 12 days of Martha Decker?
Yes.
If you have not, it's up in my stories now, but if you haven't, you need to like either go to Dana's post or go to Martha Decker's post. She's either just turning or about to turn 68. And she posted before and after at 10 days, and it is shockingly good. I mean,
Which-
it is really impressive. If you
Mhm.
haven't seen it, please go look at it. Well, I was texting back and forth with her a
Yeah.
lot today, and she is just on fire. She just is so excited with the results in such a short period of time. Questions, anyone?
This is Alex. I have a question for anybody. So when we're talking about our product and the collagen and the science behind it, my people or people I'm talking to are always, how do I bring back the positiveness of, Alex, your stuff's too expensive? How do we, everyone's got the Jennifer Aniston Costco bulk. How do I bring it back to, that's, you, I got to turn their mind around to coming our way, if you will.
Well, to me, it's always better. I always start my conversation with it's expensive, but it works. And then we get into money. So when I say it's expensive, they're going to think that it's $500, $700. So when I say, you know, then they're like, oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
People have money for what they really want. So, you know, you just
And,
start
and
off.
you know, if somebody's paying $39 for collagen, they've been on it for 3 years and they haven't gotten results, that is really expensive.
Yep.
Really expensive, okay? So when they can get better results in 60 days with ours, then it's really cheap, okay? So it's just, it's verbiage and it's attitude, okay? It's attitude and verbiage, and, you know, you get what you pay for. And, but the best thing, Alex, that I would do is say, how long have you been using that $40 product? And what's it done over the last 3 or 4 years for you? Are you happy with what you've seen? And then you go to the before and after pictures of ours. You don't, and Alex, I eliminate science in that conversation. I heard that word science and my skin crawled, okay? We're not in the science business no more, even though it's there, okay? And we have the science. We're trying to get away from science because that's what slows everything down with Pro Tandem. So our science is the before and after picture. See, this is how it looked before I used it, and this is how it looked after I drank it.
Got it.
And that's our science, living proof. But you always, if they're on another, you know, collagen, just say, how's it work for you? How long's it been? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Just ask them, how long's it work for you? You happy with your results? Or, you know.
And I've heard Dana doing that, by the way, with a lot of conversations where people say, well, I already have this other one. And she's like, yeah, well, what are your results? Do you like it? I mean, what do you like most about it? And chances are they go, well, I don't really know. I don't know if it's even doing anything for me. When she hears that, she's like, well, if you don't think it's doing anything for you and you're not confident, I mean, look at the results that I just sent you. Would you like to get that? And if you would, you know what, give it a shot. You got 30 days.
And I would like to admit, I am texting Bobby and April all the time when because I'm like, it's a question. I'm not just sure exactly the right way to answer. So I'm utilizing our upline a lot. So.
You know, one thing I've always found, and this is not just for Alex, it's for everybody, when you can make a comparison, a common sense comparison, when somebody says something like that, I mean, and again, I know we all live in different areas and things cost a little different depending on where you live. But, you know, I think most women these days are spending $100 to $150 for a haircut, color, cut, whatever it is, getting their hair done. So what they're saying is, you're telling me your collagen, like you're telling me that our collagen's not worth the price of a haircut? See that so when you can compare it to something that is just a normal routine thing for the person, like for me, it would be a massage. Okay. It was like, what are you going to do? Say it's not worth the hour-and-a-half massage I get? What are you kidding? You know, try and relate it into a very common thing. And you'll see that all they're really, look, and this is maybe getting a little bit advanced or further down the road for a fast start training, but you got to realize 90% of the time, the person is just checking your belief. They're just testing you to see, do you really believe in that product? Is that something you're using yourself? They're just looking for your body language and your expression when they ask a question like that, how did you respond? Did it rattle your cage? Or were you just so confident about it that it's like a no-brainer? You know, why would you even think about that type of thing? So who else? Don't be shy.
I know. She's responding to people now. She's like, hold on.
Are they texting you instead of asking you?
No, not
Not
here.
here.
Not here. She's just working
Oh, okay,
business.
Okay.
She's got a lot of people reaching out to her. So
good, good.
I have a question, more Facebook related, but in stories, the people that have responded or commented, can you go back in archives and pick through those so you don't have to have all the lists?
Yep.
How, where?
And you want to do it in stories itself on, well,
And
you know what? I'll
archive.
call you right after and I'll walk you through it. You can do it on your phone easily.
Okay,
Okay.
But
thanks.
yeah, and whatever they did when they visited your stories is archived forever. It's there.
you can see that how much time they watch. You can see if they liked it.
You
You can
could,
see
if they gave you 100 hearts, if they gave you a thumbs up, if they, you know, obviously if they sent you a message, then you got it on instant message, but.
Right,
And all your stories are there and stuff. So yeah.
okay, thanks.
Who else? I see a lot of new folks. Don't be shy if you have a question. I see some new names and numbers on the screen. Hey, Jennifer, it's nice to put a face. Let's see, is it Jennifer? There's a Joanne. Joanne
You
Preto.
know
Hi,
Joanne.
Joanne. I saw the J and I didn't realize there's a Jennifer Stonebreaker right under your name, but it's nice to put a face with it, Joanne. Nice to meet you. I see Susan. I don't know who that is. Is Susan one of your new distributors?
I have Susan. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
her.
it's me.
Hey,
Hey,
Susan.
It's me. I'm not showing my face.
That's okay.
Hey, Susan, it's
Hi,
nice,
Susan.
it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
so Susan, you live near Kansas City, right?
Yeah, and I heard Kansas City when I first got on, but I don't know what you were saying about Kansas City.
I'll call
Sorry.
you. I'll fill
Okay.
you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Any questions, anyone? Come on, because if you got a question, everyone else probably got it on their mind.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Well, I've been taking Protandem and I have fantastic testimonies from that. I just haven't reached out from the business side of it. And so this is my first get online and just hear what's going on. And so how do I get started from the very beginning? Because I don't have a social media Facebook page. And I just like to know how to get started because I can't stop taking this product and then another product comes out. And I cannot, seriously, I said, I'll give up groceries to take Protandem. And I do.
Joanne, you get my text, so text me and April and I have set up a time and we'll get on the phone with you and we'll walk you through it.
Okay, my name is Rhonda. My mom's Joanne, the distributor.
Okay, and
so it's
sorry,
really-
Rhonda, I didn't know that.
No, I know you didn't. And the reason that I put her name in there is because she's the distributor. So she kind of
Okay.
listens, but she's elderly. And so I'm just doing it with her because we didn't know if it would work at all. But I cannot live without my Protandem. Never, ever will I.
Have you tried the collagen yet?
April just ordered it for me today. I cannot wait. I'm so
Okay,
excited.
wait,
Like, I
and
cannot
I'm not
wait.
making light of the Protandem. That's the greatest invention ever. But wait till you start doing those shots of collagen. You're gonna go crazy.
Well, I'm already crazy. Everybody's just like, they're like, what is this stuff that you keep talking about? And I'm like, gosh, I have to find a way. I have to find a time in order to be able to put this together and to start learning. And honestly, I mean, I take 2 of the NRF2s because I found one didn't work for me because I'm disabled. And then I did the NRF one. And then I take the ProBio. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish I could afford the Axio decaffeinated, blah, blah, blah. And then it's something else I see and I'm like, I just can't afford all this. So I've got to find a way to.
Well,
and
we
then
got two
collagen
things, Rhonda. Well, we have a very simple system and you don't have to be on social media for it to work. And we'll walk you through that. And if that's your first goal, we'll show you how to make enough money so you can use whatever products you want to use.
That's what I want to do so
But
much.
we'll
because
start there and go from there, okay?
Bless you. April's always so nice to me, and thank you so much. I didn't even know if you'd be able to hear me, but I'm so excited that I'm just trying to figure out which angle for the Zoom. And so I'm really excited about it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I will take it till forever and ever and ever. So the collagen, I'm like, I have to have that. I just have to have it.
We'll follow up with you and set an appointment, okay?
Sounds fantastic. Thank you very much for letting me speak.
Oh, you're welcome. Anyone else? Questions? Come on, some of you got them. I know it. Zuma, you good? I see Zuma's picture there. Zuma had a good month too. Zuma spent most of the month in Puerto Rico, opening Puerto Rico.
Nice.
So it's yeah, she's looking to really create a big business there. So Zuma, do you got anything for Danna? I know you and I spoke this morning, but you got any other questions for Danna?
No, no, really. Thank you for everything. That was really cool because it helped me with what I'm trying to do in Puerto Rico as well.
Well, we number one, we appreciate you being down there, and I know you had multiple reasons for being there, but I like getting text messages from you down there just saying, I'm meeting with another one, and then 2 hours later, they bought it. And then I'm meeting with another one. No, they bought it. You know, it's like, don't ever not send us those texts. We like getting those texts, you know, it's like, it's more exciting for us to get excited with what you're doing than what we're doing. Okay, because you see the duplication, you see the process working. So anytime, and you know what? Most of you are comfortable texting us when there's an issue, like it's kind of negative. Look at it this way moving forward. Every once in a while, you can neutralize that by sending a positive. You know, we don't mind dealing with the questions and stuff. That's great. But when you have a win, let us know, you know, that you have a win. I mean, it's, yeah, we want to celebrate that. So Noelle, I know you were in Europe for a month. Are you getting caught up quick? You got on mute.
Yes, I'm already back at work.
Yeah, that must be shocking after spending a month in Europe, huh?
I kept thinking I'm going to open my eyes and I'll be back in Europe. This is the dream I'm having. So, yeah, actually, I'll call you tomorrow. I've been wanting to chat with you.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you a buzz tomorrow.
Well, one other thing, folks, keep in mind, and I know it's still a few months out, but Global Convention is in Phoenix in October, okay? And, you know, just, we don't get together in person as much as we used to, but we still got to do it once in a while because, man, we still need the physical aspect of this business. I'm telling you, it's like the way people felt after getting to, I mean, you don't have to hug everybody if you don't want to do it. I mean, it's, you know, I get it. Some people are still scared and I understand that, but there's something to be said for in-person stuff every once in a while, the way it recharges your batteries and stuff. I mean, it's just.
Oh, I do have one thing to say. I have to tell you, I spent the weekend with a bunch of girls from other companies.
I was wondering when you were going to get to that.
I kind of, yeah, there's a lot going on, but let me tell you, it solidified that we have the best company. And I am not saying that. When I heard what goes on with their car programs, their comp plan, I mean, we did like nitty gritty because, you know, we were all, I came home, I was so excited. Dad, I think I spoke to you on the way home. I was so excited about our company compared to what they're all dealing with. So, you know, when you stay in and not really have that touch with people and just sit down and have a glass of wine and just kind of spill your guts, I am so excited about LifeVantage and all that we have. I feel so blessed now. So it was a really good weekend. I learned a ton of stuff, but that was the icing on the cake. When I heard what they were all dealing with, how, you know, just stuff that goes on in the industry, I was like, we're definitely in the right place. So
She wasn't even there a day, and she texts me, they're all jealous of my collagen.
oh, yes.
All of them, they're all
Yes.
jealous of it.
I was like hiding it in the car, and I went out to get it in the morning because I figured they all got their collagen. They're sold on what they're like, bring it in. We all want to take it. You know? So,
That's great.
And these are, these are 6-figure, 7-figure earners in other companies. They're not there to recruit each other. They're there to share knowledge with each other. Some of them even asked for your link, right, April?
oh yeah, I give out links because you know what? Even because somebody's in another company and earning that kind of money, they're not necessarily going to change companies unless something really drastic happens. But just like all of us, they use products, all different products, and you always want to use the best products. So if my company doesn't have something that suits my needs, then I'm going to go somewhere else. So that's just another thing. When you think about, we have hair care, we have collagen, we have weight loss, we have Pro Tandem, we hit pet products, we hit all those markets. So it's great for, us just being able to consume from ourselves. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons I was so happy with it. So yeah, that's right. I forgot I spoke to you, Dan. I was like, I was really happy.
April, she was so blown away about that. And she's just like, oh my gosh, I got to tell you what April shared with me. And all about that.
Hey, how
so
about
happy.
this? How about they're sitting there having lunch and someone has the idea that Marina should just get married now?
Yeah. That's,
So Marina is a 7-figure earner with Modere, and she's actually a coach, and she helps all of us and stuff. So, but it's a small group. There's 10 of us. We're sitting there, and she wants to get married, but it's been like 15 years and she hasn't. I think she's on at 8 o'clock talking about it. And she's got her marriage license, but for some reason or other, this just has not happened. And she's kind of making excuses. So we really get her excited. We're like, you got to do it. You got to do it today while we're here. Cause we're like, your closest friends. You got to do it while we're all in town. And she's like, well, I don't have a minister. Well, one of the girls is Googling on her phone. She's like, I can be a minister in 10 minutes, 6 easy questions, and I can marry you. So she gets her certificate.
What do you think of that, Keith?
So then she's like, and I actually have a video, then Marina's got to call her husband to be up to say, can we get married at 4:30? Well, he doesn't answer the phone. She's ringing, and he doesn't answer the phone. So she gets home and she's like, I really want to get married today. I called my family, the girls are in town, and he's like, well, what time, and she says, 4:30. He says, I can do 5. I've got a massage. So it's like,
hilarious.
so they literally got married in the living room. And by, I would say, I don't know, 6 o'clock, we were out on the town doing photos and stuff. We went to dinner and he stayed home. So it worked. I don't know. But it was quite an interesting.
Make that up in your wildest dreams.
You could make that up.
No. So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. April.
All right. Any other questions for anybody, especially for Dana and Keith? Anyone got anything else out there?
I have something to say that Keith mentioned. Well, for Rhonda, for all of you, but you were talking about wanting to have enough money to afford the products and stuff. This month, just on collagen alone, I've made almost $1,000 because of the bonuses they're having. That's what's motivating me too, because I'm just like that extra $15. And it's just reach out to everybody, so.
It's,
we were talking, Dana, how expensive travel sports are. And you happen to pick hockey. That's the most.
I didn't pick it.
We didn't pick it.
So if doing what you're doing, that's a 20 to 30 grand a year deal with air and stuff, and so you said first things first, you just want to make enough so that's neutral. You cover that, and I'm like,
let's go over the collagen figures, because I don't really think people realize $40. It's actually $43 on the initial order, plus the 15, plus if you have 5 orders, it's another $20. So almost $80 that you're earning on that order, $80 for each one. That's crazy when you think of, I don't even know I'm not really good at the math, but those numbers excite me. Even I can figure those numbers out. So,
and the repeat, folks, that's the first order. the repeat orders are gonna average about $25. Think
Yeah.
about that. The repeat month after month, it's gonna be 10 or 12 bucks, you know, residual wise, and it's gonna be 15 on top of that for the collagen cash. So you're looking at $25. We met somebody last month at the LVA in Orlando that already had 100 customers on collagen. They're getting 1,500 a month already just on collagen cash.
Just on the
So
trash.
how is that for numbers? I mean, when you start thinking about that out there, that is, you know, there's a lot of households that appreciate an extra $1,000, you know, plus, you know, especially in these times. I mean, you know, we're clearly in a recession now, and, you know, and that's kitchen table money. That's working from home money. That's, you know, that's no overhead involved money. So.
Well, and if I can share real quick, Bobby,
Sure.
somebody said something to Dan on the phone call that they said, look, I'm not as worried about me right now. And I know there's some people who are that way. There's like, I'm not really worried too much about my financial situation right now. But she said, I know a lot of people that could use the extra, you know, couple $100 or $500 a month if I just gave them the opportunity. And the fact that she was thinking of those other people more than herself just totally, you know, it blew it up, because by not doing this, you could actually be preventing somebody else from their opportunity to change their life. But you may not need it as much, but I'll tell you what, you kind of owe it to everybody else that you run into as well, that they may need just this opportunity to change their life. And by not sharing, you're not offering them that opportunity. Right. So I thought that was.
You're absolutely right, Keith. You know, if you've been blessed where that's not a concern of yours, then be a blessing to others and let them get in that position, you know, and all we got to do is share in order to do that is just share. So great point, actually. Hey, here's a ratio, folks. If you want to know how to cover your own self, okay, whatever it is you want to use, or whatever package that you're buying in the business, whatever it might be, if you get 3 to use what you're using, you cover your own cost. Okay, so now that's on first time orders. Obviously, after a period of months, when the repeat business is going out, then that will cover the cost of the product. Okay, but if you want to cover it immediately, like Rhonda, okay, if you want your product for free, you get 3 people using this month in August what you're using, and you'll earn enough where yours is free. Just imagine 3 and free. Okay, they rhyme. Okay, 3 and free, and that is a good, if you want just a simple way of looking at it. And with collagen, it's closer to 2. Okay, because the collagen's 139, and we make 60 times 2 is 120, so it's like 2.5. Okay, is what it is. So, but anyway, it's awesome, and we're so proud of all of you, what's going on, but what we're really excited about is the future. See, LifeVantage just gave us another magical product with the collagen, like the Pro Tandem. It's a magical product, and the company's business is going through a relaunch from a business side. Okay, there's a relaunch, and we were talking to some corporate people recently, and they said some of the top earners in LifeVantage haven't arrived yet, and they're going to become top earners because of the collagen.
Nice.
And they're not even here yet. They haven't gotten here yet. Okay. So it's, you know, the business is going through a rebirth and a restart and a relaunch. And it's because of the product being so spectacular. You know, it is the number 2 product already in the company in just 4 weeks. It's the second out of the 30 or 40 products we got. It's number 2 seller to NRF2. Can you imagine if collagen passes NRF2, we'll be $1 billion company because it costs 3 times the amount. So if collagen becomes the number 1 product, the company will be $1 billion company. So, but anything else, April, that we miss or?
Nope.
Dana, Keith, you got anything? You good? Thanks for sharing. You know, we
Yes.
appreciate it. We love what happened this month, and you know, we couldn't be happier, and let's just keep the momentum going, and you know.
9 more days till school starts, and then I can really go crazy. So
Yeah, you tell those school people down there, don't they dare think about closing school
right? No,
for any reason, you know.
yeah, I need my time back.
Don't keep it
All right,
open.
everyone. Hey, there's is Marina's thing open to everyone, or is that closed, April?
No, it's either right on Facebook or Instagram she's doing it from. She's
Yeah,
live
if
streaming
you
it.
want to hear about the crazy weekend April and the 10 other ladies had with Marina, she's going live in 8 minutes. And the topic is why I got married in jeans in my living room this weekend. That's the topic. So, but yeah, she's funny. Anyway,